as a graduating senior, how has your experience been with the Career Center, and have they helped kind of with your stress and your anxiety about what to do after graduation?
Not so much with graduation, but they did help me with internship interview questions, and they did a mock interview with me. So has been my experience with the Career Center.
I've used the Career Center's website when I signed up for career coaching. Other than that, I don't really think I've been on it too much.
Okay. What is your reactions to their old website?
I think it's pretty basic and standard. It has, I guess, everything you need, but there's probably more ways to make it user-friendly.
We've kind of been talking through all of that messaging is just easy access for our seniors. So having that link, right, where a senior can say, yes, I've decided that I need to take some steps right now, and I don't know what it is yet, but I know I need to do something.
Yeah, I think when you consider just even in your own lives, all the things you have to be working through in your last semester and your last year, I think, simplifying the process and really just clearly saying here's one step you can take, or here are the next 2 steps you can take, and making it as easy as possible for a student to opt into that, I think is really critical.
In talking through, I think it's really, you all have done such a good job of being really creative and trying to kind of meet students at all different levels of posters and social media and email, and also just thinking through the messaging of kind of imagery and giving lots of options and varieties. I think also the in-person things. I know that's one of the big topics that we had discussed over our meetings is just kind of removing a little bit of that veil of the separation between staff and students, and being as receptive and close as possible as we can to students. And so the tabling, I think, is a really good example of how those are really effective, because that's just kind of being out there on the front lines and being a face for students to feel like they can start to connect, and whether it's students or staff. So I think those are all really great options and can certainly help to kind of get the word out about what we're doing.
Just by looking at it, it grabbed my attention just from the beginning, just because of all the bright colors and stuff. I think that it's a great looking poster, and that if I was a senior, it would be something that I would definitely be interested in going to.
I like that it's pretty simple and clear cut. It's obviously about senioring 101, and then it gives you a little bit of information about what it's going to teach you.
I like how the sections are very clear. Internship or job, resume, cover letter. I feel like it's really user-friendly.
Different careers you could explore, different tools that students could use, and then current events. So it's just kind of the look and feel
so
of how
cool.
it
That's
looked
awesome.
and then
I especially love just the simplicity of the 6
totally.
tiles,
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just, one of the, I think this whole process has been really helpful for us too, to, think through. I think I'm thinking back to our first meeting and, sharing we have so many things, right? We're doing so many things, and how do we communicate that in a way where we don't lose you, or we don't over inundate you, or feel like someone can kind of push that off until they're ready for it or something, So I think this has been a helpful process to talk through messaging, right? And just understanding where we can push a little bit and give that healthy motivation, and then what maybe we don't need to share as much of, and it's more about just being there.